Hi everybody. In the last class, in the last math session, we have started the study on the determinant. Hope you remember that. What's a determinant? It's a systematic array of numbers. Suppose you have a set of numbers. All the numbers, if they are arranged in certain horizontal rows and the vertical columns, that is called as a determinant. And in a determinant, that arrangement is always enclosed within parallel lines. And what is the necessary condition for that determinant? Equal number of rows and columns. If there are 2 rows, there must be 2 columns. If there are 3 rows, there must be 3 columns. That is the necessary condition to write a determinant. Suppose if you take the second order determinant, what do you mean by second order determinant? 2 rows and 2 columns. Total number of elements, 4. Suppose if you go for the third order determinant, how many rows and columns? 3 rows and 3 columns. And total number of elements, 3 into 3, that will be 9. Then you have come across the expansion of second order determinant in the last class. Suppose if you are given a second order determinant, in the formula for the expansion of that, you have to write 2 terms, first term with plus sign, second term with minus sign. And how to write the 2 terms? First term, first element into its diagonally opposite, minus second element into its diagonally opposite. This is the formula what you have to make use of for the expansion of second order determinant. As I told you in the last class, if you take the second order determinant or the third order determinant, what we are going to deal today, there are 2 different types of examples. First one, how to find the value of a second order determinant. Of course, you can use the formula. Today, we are going to discuss about the second type of example in the determinant, maybe second order or third order. What's that? Suppose if you are given a determinant, and if you know the value of determinant, in the first time, we are supposed to find the value, but here the value will be given by us. Then what you are supposed to find? Suppose if you observe the elements of that determinant, one of the element will be missing. It will be denoted by either x or k or m, whatever it is. You will be asked to find the value of that unknown quantity. Let's see that type of example today. Look at the screen now. You have an example here. If this is the second order determinant, 2 rows and 2 columns, and the value of that is equal to 0. You are supposed to find the value of x, then x equal to dash. This is one of the example what you can observe in the previous question paper also. How to solve this? It's very simple. Look at the LHS. It's the second order determinant. Find the value of that second order determinant using the formula what you have come across in the previous class. Right? See here. This is the determinant given to you. And the elements are x, 3, 1 and 5. And the value of that is 0. Expand the LHS here. You know the formula. First element. What do you mean by first element? First row, first column element. That is x multiplied by its diagonally opposite element. X into 5, 5x. Minus the second element of the first row. That's 3. 3 into its diagonally opposite. 3 into 1, 3. That's equal to 0. In the first step, when you use the formula for the expansion of second order determinant, what do you get then? You'll get a simple equation. You'll get a linear equation here. What do you mean by linear equation? In which the highest power of the variable should be 1. It should be x. X means x to the power 1. Suppose if you could get x square, that's called as quadratic equation. If it is x cube, that's called as cubic equation. But here, you are getting a linear equation. Highest power of the variable is only 1, and you have got only one variable, x. Solve the equation, you will get the value of x. What do you mean by solve the equation? First step, keep the terms containing x on one side and the constant on the other side. That's the usual procedure. So transfer minus 3 to RHS. You can write 5x equal to plus 3. What do you mean by 5x? It is nothing but 5 into x, right? Transfer this 5 to RHS as we need x. Since it is in the multiplication form, when you transfer to RHS, it will come to denominator. So what is the value of x? That's equal to 3 upon 5. Very simple. Suppose if you are given a determinant and if you want to find the value of that, the same idea holds good there also. You have to make use of the formula for the expansion of second order. Let's go for another type of example here. Let's go for another example. In the same, to find the unknown quantity. Look at this. What is the difference between this and the one which I have come across earlier? In the previous example, the RHS was 0. Here some other expression is there. Remember guys, the RHS need not be always 0. It can be any number. So this is equal to plus 10. This is equal to minus 25. It can be any number on the RHS. Or it may be the combination of a number and the variable. Will it be alright? Whatever it is, what is the first step? Expand the LHS. How will you expand? How will you find the value of the second order determinant? First element into its diagonally opposite, 2 into x. That's equal to 2x. Put the minus sign, there is the formula minus. Second element into its diagonally opposite. In the second element, again minus is there. Minus of minus, it will become plus. Then x into 1, that's equal to x. So that's equal to RHS 2x plus 3. Will it be alright? Just like the previous example, expand the LHS, you will get an equation. This is also a linear equation with a single variable x here. Simplify this, you will get the value of x. Simplification of the linear equation, we call it as solve the equation. The solution itself is the answer. Look at this, 2x plus x. Usually what you do here, we'll go for adding these two. 2x plus x, 3x. Transfer this 2x to LHS. See here, 2x plus x is 3x. So 3x is equal to 2x plus 3. Right? Transfer this 2x to LHS. 3x minus 2x is equal to 3. So 3x minus 2x, that's equal to x. X equal to 3. Usually most of the students will go for this procedure. Of course this is correct, but it is not advisable in DCET. Because in DCET, in a very short duration, you are supposed to get the answer. What do you do then? Look at this. Just omit these steps. You have the first step here after the expansion of the LHS. Now, 2x is here, 2x is here. Cancel as it is. When you transfer this 2x to LHS, it will become minus 2x. In that case also, plus 2x minus 2x will get cancelled. But you need not go for that. Cancel 2x here itself. You got the answer, x equal to 3. That's all. Right? Only one step, you'll get the answer, x equal to 3. Will it be alright? Fine guys. Let's go for the next one here. Look at the next example. Slight variation. It's a graded exercise, that's all. In the first example, only one place was replaced by x there. In the next one, RHS was some expression. First example, RHS was 0. If RHS is 0, the solution becomes very simple. If you have got some other terms on the RHS, again the simplification will be a bit upgraded. Now, look at this example. LHS, x is present not in only one place, in two different places. But x is not independent, it's in combination with 2. It's a binomial term, this is also a binomial term. So now, whatever may be the given expression, the formula remains same. What is that formula? First element into its diagonally opposite minus second element into its diagonally opposite. That means what? Go for the solution on the LHS here. X plus 2 into x minus 2. Look at this. You can go for writing the term x plus 2, first element into its diagonally opposite, that is x minus 2, minus 5 into 0, that's equal to 0. First element into its diagonally opposite minus second into its diagonally opposite. Will it go alright? Let's go for solving the equation. You have got a linear equation here, or maybe a quadratic equation. Let's go for solving that. How? First, simplify this particular part. X plus 2 into x minus 2. This is also a binomial term. This is also a binomial term. So, multiply two binomial terms. You know the procedure? The regular method, from the first term x, multiply to these two. Then with the second term, again multiply to these two. This is the general method. But you have got a special form here. What is that? X plus 2 into x minus 2. First term in both are same. Second term also same. But in first it is plus sign, second is minus sign. It is just like a plus b into in another bracket a minus b. What flashes in your mind? The simple algebraic formula. What is a plus b into a minus b? A square minus b square. A square means first term square, that is x square. Minus b square means second term square. 2 square is 4. So This minus 5 into 0, any number multiplied by 0 is 0. You just forget about this. So that's equal to 0. This is the simplification. Will be all right? Simple algebraic formula is used. Now you have got x squared term. So this is a quadratic equation. If the highest power is 1, it's linear. It's a quadratic equation. Solve for x. Transfer this minus 4 to RHS. X square equal to plus 4. What is x equal to? When I ask this question, what is x equal to? Immediately you will say that x equal to 2. Because square root of 4 is 2. Will it be all right? Fine. This is the correct answer. Let's go for the options. This is DCET skill and the technique of selecting the proper answer. Suppose you have got 4 options. 1, this is equal to 2. Second one, this is equal to minus 2. Third one, plus or minus 2. Fourth one, none. What do you do in the DCET or in the usual method? When you solve like this, you get x equal to 2. After the first option, 2. Immediately you will just select it. Yes, option is 2. Of course it is correct. How about the second one? Minus 2. That is also correct answer. Because when you square this verification, 2 square is 4. Minus 2 square, that is also 4. That means what? Plus 2 is also the correct answer. Minus 2 is also the correct answer. If you select either of the two, that may be correct. But in this situation, that is not appropriate. Because the third is the correct answer here. Plus or minus 2. Fourth one, none. None of these. No, that cannot be. So third one is the correct answer. Idea is clear. How the option should be given to you. Remember, read the question properly. Go through all the 4 options. Then select your proper answer. Need not go for a hurry. If you do a simple mistake, what you will be doing in DCET? You will be just solving a very big example. You have got that capability. You know the procedure, you know the method, you know the formula, everything. But silly mistakes, there is no excuse there. Because either you will be awarded 1 mark or 0 mark. In the regular diploma, we just go for the valuation step by step. Suppose you have a 5 marks example. All the steps are correct. Only the mistake is in the last. The final answer is wrong. But you will be awarded the marks from the steps. But here in DCET, only 2 levels. 0 level and 1 level. No question of fraction of that. Idea is clear. Fine then. So the correct answer is the third one, plus or minus 2. One more simple technique here. Suppose instead of the fourth answer as none, suppose if it is given as all. Plus 2, minus 2, plus or minus 2 and all. What will be your answer? Suppose if you say that this is the correct answer. Fine. If this is the correct answer, what about this and this? They are also correct answers. That means what? 1 is also correct. 2 is also correct. 3 is also correct. All the 3 are correct. So then you have to select the option as fourth one. None and all. Hope you can make out the difference here. Well guys, so this is about how to select the appropriate answer in DCET. How to select the appropriate answer. Now, minimal step. In the DCET, in most of the problems, directly you have to go for the answer. In some of the problems where you can't jump to the answer directly, go for the minimal steps. Minimum number of steps. In a single step, most of the time you will get the answer. Go for this only. First element into its opposite. What do you mean by that? X plus 2 into x minus 2. Here itself we can make out, no, this is in the form a plus b and a minus b. Can't you go for using that formula directly? A square minus b square. X square minus 4 equal to 0. Only one step you are supposed to write. That's all. Directly you can get the answer by inspection method. What do you mean by inspection method? Observe the expression. Transfer this to RHS plus 4. X square equal to plus 4. What is x equal to square root of 4? That is plus or minus 2. Answer is gone. Look at the options. Go for the selecting the appropriate answer. This is the way how you have to attempt DCET. Not in a blunder way, not in a blind way. Use your IQ level. Use your concept storage. Information that is stored here. Concept information. Use that properly. That's all. Mathematics is so simple, guys. But your confidence level should be very high. And your presence of mind in selecting the option, that's also should be correct. Confidence level is very high. No presence of mind. You'll go for selecting x equal to 2. That is the mistake you used to do. Fine, guys. This is about the both types of examples in the second order determinant. When a determinant is given, how to find the value. When the value of a determinant is given, how to find the unknown quantity. Both the types you have come across. Because In the next session, we are going to deal with the third order, 3 rows and 3 columns. So in that, how to find the value of that? Again, we shall deal with the same 2 types of examples in that. If you could understand this properly, then you can easily follow in the next session of value of third order determinant and the proceeding part. Till then, have a nice day.